Today we're going to talk a few things about the basic setup on the smart controls, the SSE smart controls that York uses. We're going to cover a little bit about the thermostat only, enabling low ambient operation in the cooling mode, checking the version of the software, and starting to do an update on the software. As you can see on the display now, showing fan only. We have two buttons here on the control. The top one is enter, the bottom one is cancel. Here there is a joystick. You can move up and down, left or right. To start off with, this unit will control the system using the sensors in a package unit for operation without anything hooked up to it. Most operations, though, are going to use a thermostat to control it. You need to make sure you're set for thermostat control only. If not, your thermostat might cut it on, but the sensors may cut it on its own at other times. To get to that, we're going to use a joystick to come down to details. When I get to details, I'm going to hit enter. Then I'm going to go down to service. Taking the joystick down, I'm going to hit enter. Then I'm going to go to inputs, hit enter. Then I'm going to go down to thermostat. Thermostat, enter. Here we see Y1, Y2, so forth. We're going to go down to thermostat only. T-stat only. We're going to hit enter here. And to make it thermostat only control, we're going to hit the joystick one side or the other. The display will flash. We're going to hit the joystick again to change it to yes. Then we're going to hit enter. Now we've set this unit to be controlled only by a thermostat. To get back to the main menu or anywhere else we want to go, we just hit the cancel button to keep going back to here we're at the home menu. One thing that a lot of times has to be set up on this unit is low ambient operation. The factory default is when this system gets to 45 degrees, the cooling will not run. If we want to enable the unit to run below 45 degrees, again we're going to go to details. We're going to hit the joystick down to details. We're going to hit enter. We're going to scroll down to control. Hit enter. We're going to go down to cooling. Hit enter. We're going to go down to setup. Hit enter. And we're going down to cooling, outdoor temperature cutout. Cooling, outdoor temperature cutout enabled. We want to disable this, so we're going to hit enter. Go. Right now it's set to yes. So when it happens at 45 degrees, this unit will not cool. We hit the joystick to the left or the right, change this to no, hit enter. Now this unit will run below 45 degrees. There are some more parameters in the low ambient control. The factory default should be fine for you, but one of them is at 45 degrees, it is set to run for 10 minutes and cut off for 5 minutes to keep it from freezing up. To get all the way back out of this, we're going to go ahead and cancel again. We're back up to the home screen. One thing we want to look at a lot of times on these boards is what version of software is on here. To do so, we go with a joystick down to controller. Controller, enter. System controllers, or actually we could actually look at firmware right here. Firmware version, we are 3.1.0, excuse me, 128. One other big thing is if you do a software update on this thing, It does have a USB port, and you can plug in a USB thumb drive into it with your software to update it. I'm going to plug it in now. You won't see it on the screen, but it came back and see, it read the USB and said there were 2 files on it. Now, we're just going to scroll down to update, hit enter, and we're going to load the firmware. When I hit that, enter on it, it's going to show what version of firmware is on your thumb drive. You may have 2 or 3 different versions on it. You're going to have to scroll to the version you want to put on the system, and then hit enter, and it will go through the automatic update process. This board has a lot more different controls, setup that could be done on it. This is the basic stuff that we're going to cover today.